How are you?
Hi, how are you? Just fine. I'm Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. My name is Elle.
Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you.
So, Elle, what brings you in?
Oh, just me. You know, I work with the aged and disabled. Work with the elderly and the disabled, and you know, I see a lot of elderly people and disabled. Some people younger than me, you know, and the others older. I get that we all gonna get old, but the part I don't get is how family members can turn their backs on the elderly. I go to so many people's houses where I just don't have any help. Can you help me? You know, because we provide everyday living skills, cooking, cleaning, medication administration, and laundry. You know, just basically help them out with the things they can't, because you know some of them really can't help themselves. But then there are others that they're just hustling to get a family member paid. And I see that, and you know, but the system is so where, you know, they need to have so many people on because it's a government funded program. And so the people that actually need the help can't get it, and the ones that don't need it are the ones that get on. You know, I have a big problem with that, and so it's just the ones that do need, I try really hard to get them on or whatever, and you know, but I still do my job, I still do the other, because if they qualify, they qualify. So I went to this one lady's house, and she just broke down in tears. She said, "Miss Eagles, you know, I'm to the place, you know, because everybody wants to be independent, and I get that. I get that you want to do things yourself. You're not used to just relying on somebody. And then when you get to this age, you have to rely, and people are not following through the way you need them to." So I go to this lady's house and find out her ex-husband lives right next door to her, and she said that she gave everything she could for this man, and all she asked him one day was to take her to the doctor. And he says to her, "Get your son to do it." I said, "Wow." I said, "Are you serious?" She said, "Yes." She said, I really need to go, and he wouldn't even take me, and I had to miss that appointment. And I said, "You still talk to him?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "But the good Lord is going to take care of me and help me with what I need and everything, but you know, I still treat him nice and everything." And I said, "Well, you know, you're a better woman than me, because I mean, how do you do everything for the person you say you love, and here you can't take it. He couldn't even take you to the doctor?" I said, "I couldn't understand it." And you know, that kind of upset me, and so she got to crying, and I got to crying, and it was just big old tear festing. And I was like, how can I help you?" She said, "I try to not depend on my kids so much, because they have lives and everything, but me, I mean, I look at myself, I say, if my mom and my daddy needed me, I would do it. No questions asked. I mean, no, you know, quimps about it. I would do it. It's just automatic with me." But you know, some kids don't see that their parents will get over. Some parents are really good parents to their kids. They sacrifice a lot for their kids. And I don't see how you can't sacrifice. Your parents are getting older, they're not going to always be here. How come, what in your life if you can't take care of them? I understand that you probably have your own family and everything, but check on your parents. I mean, sometimes you can do more by just, you know, doing the little things they can't do. I mean, take one day out of a week just to go over there and do what you need to do for them. I mean, what's so hard about that? Because you make time for other things. Why not just help your parents? Because these people are really needing help. And I get to some houses, they don't even have kids, they don't even have anybody doorless or anything around them, and they depend on this program a bunch to get through the day. And we have workers that, well, we don't have workers. The agencies have workers where they come out and take advantage of them. And, you know, I try to talk to my people, my individuals, and ask them, I mean, are you happy with the agency you're with? Is there anything I can help you with it? You know, because I need to know what's going on with you, because if you don't tell me, then someone's so scared to talk that they don't know who, because they get so confused of what is it we do. I said, "No, I'm over that agency. If you have a problem with that agency, let me know, and I can help you." And then the agency, they can tell us what to do. And I said, "No, it's not like that. I can, if my person I go to talk to," I had this instance now that he had an infestation of bugs or whatever, so I went out there, the house looked a mess. So I was like, "You can't live like this, you know, I'm telling you." And we talked, and I said, "When you get back on services, do you want to change?" He said, "Whatever it is needs to be done, you know, you do it or whatever." So I changed him, and so this agency called me and said he didn't want to change and all that. And I'm like, I don't know, what are you talking about? I guess they thought I didn't go out here and talk to him. So we going back and forth. I said, I went out there, we talked. He said he wanted to change. This is what I'm going to do. I'm following his switch. But he told us he didn't want to. So it's going back and forth, back and forth. It's we going to do this and we going to do that. I said, I don't know why you keep going out there servicing him. I sent you the form. where it's saying that his service is terminated with you. So why are you still going out there servicing him? Whatever you're doing with him, it's on you. We're not going to reimburse you. We're not going to repay you because you're not to go out there. What are you doing? So he said he wants to come back over here. I said, well, he's not no longer with you. Nobody else is going out there with him. So this is things we deal with on a daily basis. And I feel like if we all just got together and just really talked about what it is that we do as a service and what they do, a lot of our individuals wouldn't get so confused. And
Okay.
and you know, to me, if we could probably cut out some of the middleman, I think this would better, I don't know, influence more people that want to get on. But every time they get on, so I had a bad attendant, and they came over here and took all my stuff and everything, and you know, a lot of them fear that because you know, you get older, and here you get violated by somebody ripping you off.
Right. So it sounds like you really take your job to heart.
I do.
And it kind of frustrates you when you see those who really need services and aren't getting it, but then you see those who you think maybe shouldn't or don't really need services are actually benefiting from the program.
Right. And how do I go out and say, no, you don't need it? I mean, because, you know, with the way it goes, a doctor has to sign off, so evidently a doctor sees that something wrong with you, so they are signing off. But when I go out there, I mean, I'm seeing what? I'm like, this is not making sense, but you know, I still do my job because this is what I get paid to do. I do what I'm supposed to do because policy and procedure allows me to do what it is we do as a program.
Right.
So you know, I get frustrated because some of these elderly people are lonely and they don't have anybody, and you know, sometimes I have to sit and talk with them because you know, they hadn't seen people in days, and you know, some of them do get lonely and they talking to you and you just want to sit and ask them do they need help. And I went to another house and she said she didn't have any family when her daughter come periodically checks on her and she can't walk so far. So I got a glass. I said, is there anything you need me to get you while I'm here? Got a glass of water and, you know, helped her. I said, you know, if it's something else I can do for you, just let me know before I go or whatever. So she just told me that's all I need. I just needed the glass of water. She couldn't get, she was thirsty. So I was like, well, maybe the next time you go to the store, have somebody buy you a bottle of water. You can sit by your chair. You know, if you're just drinking room temperature water out the sink anyway, the water in the water bottle, you can just pick one up from your chair or whatever. You know, some things, I mean, it's common sense to me, but to them, sometimes they don't put it together. And you know, you just feel so sorry for them. And you see that on a daily basis. So I'm like, you know, sometimes, I don't know, you know, the kids and the elderly, I mean, these are what people are preying on them. And you know, a lot of elderly scams, we get a lot of stuff through the email saying that warn your individuals about telephone scams, because a lot of people are preying on them. And like the other day, this girl had an instance where they were saying that she needed to pay her phone bill, and it was not the phone. It was not the phone company, it was somebody else pretending to be the phone company, and she gave her social security because she thinking she owed this money. And I'm like, wow, this, you know, why do you treat people like that? People, it's a lot of scams we get through our emails. That's how we correspond through our supervisor. Let us know all the scams and everything to let our individuals know when we go out to talk to them, this is what's going on. So be leery about not giving your social security or whatever over the phone and things of that nature. They knocking on the doors and stuff, and they don't know. And sometimes we don't even get people to open the door to us because of the scams, because they thinking we're pretending to be somebody else and we're not. And I don't have to show them my badge and tell them who I am, and sometimes I still don't get to go open up to me. So that's frustrating. And you know, it's a lot of things that's going on with the elderly and with the job. And you know, I think some things could change and some things could, you know, stay the same, but I think more change is more to be more in place or whatever. And it gets real frustrating, but I try to do the best I can. I've been doing this for about a year and some months now. I like it. It's pretty cool.
It sounds like you enjoy your job.
I do.
Especially when you see that it benefits those who really need it.
Yeah, and I'm close to some of my people because I've been consistent, because they say oh, I got a new caseworker. Yeah, and I said, well, you've been here a while now. I've seen you several times. I said, yeah, I'm here. And I guess I'll be your caseworker until they change me, give me a new, because we go by zip codes. We work by the zip codes and the last name of the person. And I like my little area I work, but my other area is kind of far. But I still like it. I get to know my people over there, and they know me by face. And they call me Miss Eagle. They leave the S off. So that's kind of funny or whatever. And so they call me, and I got one of them, and we shoot the breeze all the time. She called me because she got she's always getting new attendants because the young girls, it seems like they don't have good work ethics. These young girls wasn't taught to work hard or whatever. So she said she get a lot of them to come over there, sit down, and be getting on their phone, just send them right on out the door. She said, go tell your agency that you want to send me another one because you're not going to sit here and just not do anything. And you know where I would go in and it'd be automatic to me what it is I do. You know, if I'm there to do laundry, meal prep, I'm gonna get all this out the way, and then I'm gonna fix your meal or whatever. And then the next day, because it's a 5-day program, 5-day plan, so the next day I'll do something different. But she, you know, that's my mind, the way I work. But she said some of these young girls, they don't get it, they don't know that this is what you have to tell them everything step by step by step. And she said I shouldn't have to handhold them because I should have trained them to know what to do every day. And I was like, well, I called her by name. I said, you know, times have changed. People are not really sitting down teaching people to work hard and do what they're supposed to, clean because, Big Mama now 30 something. And Grandma is what, 50? So who teaching who? So I told her, you got to be easy on the girl, they don't know. And she said, I try to, Miss Eagle, I try to, but she said, my patience. And I said, just have a little patience with them. I called her by name. And I said, work with them. Sometimes you may have to show them because they don't know the way to clean. Because some of these girls wasn't taught, so how do they know what to do or whatever? She said, yeah, I understand what. So I said, just take a time with them and be a little patient with them and everything. But other than that, I feel like that the program we do does benefit people because we offer things for meals. We offer like day activity if they want to go to the day activity programs or whatever. The ones that want to get out and socialize or whatever, they have that. And it's all types of things, but it's just sometimes they don't know. We have to tell them, and then when we do tell them, they like, oh, I didn't know that was available to me. And, I have to sometimes just explain it to them, and they still don't understand, but I try. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. So it seems like you had a little frustration when it comes to the consistency part and your patients really knowing what's available to them. And then you, at the same time, you still try to encourage your patients to be patient with their workers to kind of guide them into what it is they need done.
I think so. And if we do what we're supposed to do, at the end of the day, I think it all works out.
So it all works out.
Yeah.
So even though it's a little frustrating at times, you still seem to be very happy.
Yeah.
Or pleased with yourself as far as the performance you put forth with your job.
Because I'm going to do 110. When I go out there, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, make sure everybody get what they need. And even though I'm tired that day, I'm still going to do what I'm supposed to do because you need this service. I'm here to provide a service, and this is what I'm supposed to do to get you on this service.
So you sound like you're very proud of the job that you do.
I am, in a way. Sometimes I get frustrated. I don't even want to work some day, but I still, do what I'm supposed to do, like I said. But I think everybody had that day. Everybody had that day where they just, I'm so tired today. So, but you do what you're supposed to do. And it's overall, I work with a bunch of good individuals and everything. Some of them are nice, some of them are mean, but that's people. That's what you deal with.
So, in other words, the job comes with its good and it's bad.
I think that's
but it sounds like the job is your good is outweighing the bad.
Yeah, and I guess until something freaked me out, we do have to deal with the dogs. So, but other than that, if I see a dog not coming in, I'm sorry because boy, I get scared with the dogs. Yeah, I do get terrified.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought, the dog.
The dog.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, as far as your job, is that it?
I think I'm pretty free. Other than that, I know the stress. I rarely get stressed out. It just really had to be something really big to stress me out. But I know I go in there and do it, I guess, because I had the training, because I used to work with kids. And if you can work with kids and, bring them into the system and everything, I think you can do the elderly. And we don't even have to put them in our car. So, going out to see them and making sure they have everything that's good.
Okay, that's good. So it kind of reminds you a lot of a job you had previously?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not as bad. Because the elderly, they live their life. Some of them did good, some of them done bad. So.
Okay. All right. So is there anything else?
No, not that I can think of.
That was it?
That's it. I appreciate it.
All right, well, it was nice having you come in.
Okay, you too.
I hope you got something from the session or feel better about
I do.
what happened in the session. All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.